Lawyers, what was your craziest case? A few years back, I took on a case that at first glance seemed impossible to win. I was defending a young black man who was accused of unaliving a 22-year-old white girl. However, it didn't sit right with me. I looked over the details and the evidence seemed flimsy, but my client couldn't provide me with anything to help prove his innocence, so I ended up pulling multiple all-nighters trying to find anything at all. I sifted through every piece of evidence, when eventually I found something. This was exactly what I needed. The trial was the next day, and I walked in confidently. I started knocking down every piece of evidence the opposing counsel threw at me. Then I called the girl's father up to the stand and immediately started grilling him for everything about what happened. I pointed out all the gaps in his story, but it still wasn't enough. Then I dropped the evidence I found. There was a red fingerprint left on the necklace she wore that day, but it wasn't my client's, it was his. He instantly cracked under pressure and basically admitted to doing it. A half hour later, the jury deemed my client not guilty. His mom immediately broke down in tears and hugged me. Years later, they still invite me